Hey everybody, Ed here with the Digital Digest, and today I wanted to give you guys some initial impressions of the Toshiba Thrive. Now this is Toshiba's first offering in the Honeycomb tablet market. It's running 3.1 out of the box. Of course, you will have to rely on Toshiba for updates here, not Google like the Zoom. But this tablet, like many of the other Honeycomb tablets out there, is unique in its own way, not just giving you the traditional standard that all of the other competitors have thrown out there so far. It has moved away from the sleeker and slim and sexy design that the Samsung Galaxy Tab has offered, and instead, giving basically a more robust, thicker body, weighing in at 1.6 pounds, substantially thicker than any of the other tablets out there. But for what it gives up, or I should say gains in weight, it also gains in terms of functionality, and that's what Toshiba is really focusing on. After all, Toshiba is a very large PC manufacturer, and that shines through on this tablet because they really want to convince you of its ability not only to be a consumption device, but also a device of productivity. Much like the Transformer, which gives you, the added bonus of having that keyboard dock, this tablet really wants to be everything out of the box. And then if you want accessories, you certainly have the option. So let's talk about what you're getting here at this price point. This is the 16 gig Wi-Fi model, priced at $479.99. There's also a 32 gig model priced at $100 more, and also an 8 gig version priced at $430. It was recently on sale through eBay, I believe through Mac Mall, for $380. So pretty good price there for that tablet. Some of you may be saying, why on earth would you want an 8 gig Honeycomb tablet? Well, it's really simple. This Thrive tablet affords you a lot of ability to expand your storage, which I'll get to in a moment. But just to give you guys a rundown on what you're looking at, this is a 10.1 inch capacitive display, 1280 by 800, TFT based, so very similar to what you'll find with the Zoom or the Acer Iconia. Very similar quality, I would say slightly better than both. Build quality, not up to snuff with the Zoom or the Galaxy Tab. Even though some may argue the Galaxy Tab flexes a little because it's so thin, slightly less polished, a lot more plastics here. But before I get into any of that and showing you guys the build, of course Tegra 2, you've got Wi-Fi, BGN, of course GPS, Bluetooth 3.0, a front-facing 2 megapixel cam, rear 5 that's capable of 720p video, no flash back there. I'll show it to you in a second. Not in love so far with the fact that camera side mounted, but I haven't really used it enough to really give it a fair shot, so I won't say anything more beyond that. I just prefer to see camera center mounted, especially for when they're docked, which of course this tablet does have docking capabilities. As you can see, we've got some LED indicators up here. You've got power, battery, and Wi-Fi, or I should say just wireless connectivity in general, both for Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. So very much a mark of a computer manufacturer. And of course, more importantly, what really shows that Toshiba was aiming to design a tablet, not only from a hardware standpoint, but also a software standpoint that allows the user to do a lot more than just watch movies and browse the web, is that they've included some software such as, Quick Office HD, even though it is only a read-only version, as well as some print share software which allows you to do some wireless printing. So they just want to give you a flavor, a taste, a direction of what Honeycomb is really capable of, and that's the beauty of Android. Different manufacturers being able to give different users exactly what they're looking for. So right now you're looking at a really thick tablet, as I mentioned before, thickest on the market, 1.6 pounds. So, definitely not a lightweight, but then again, I think if you're looking at 10-inch tablets, they all are pretty much heavy. So to me, the weight difference is really negligible at best. You're looking at the proprietary port here at the bottom that allows you to connect this to the various docks that Toshiba sells. As it's flanked by the 2 stereo speakers. Sound so far I've found to be pretty good. These are also pry points to remove this entire plastic back case, which almost has a rubberized texture. Really happen to like how grippy this is. Works really well. Not worried about losing this at any point in terms of grip, so that's good. Your Toshiba branding, your 5 megapixel camera with this really glossy metallic finish. On the other side here, you've got your microphone and headphone port, as well as your power port. This does come literally with a power brick, much like you would find on, a netbook like the Sony P. As I remove this plastic flap here, which some will love, others will hate, I like hidden ports, but yes, this is a bit of a pain. You've got full-size USB, port, as well as full-size HDMI port, as well as a mini USB port. So the ability to, use external hard drives, full-size HDMI output, and of course connect to cameras and things like that. USB host, just things that you will not find on other tablets without buying other accessories. And in some instances, even those accessories don't yield this type of functionality. If I go around to the other side of the tablet, as in the top, you'll see you've got a full-size SD card slot, so no micro SD card here. And that's definitely a good thing, because if you pick up the 8 gig model, I do believe this supports up to 128 gig card right now, so you could really bump up your storage capacity, but clearly much more affordable to go with a 32 gig card since they are priced relatively well. Now again, this is let me just turn the tablet around, the left side top of the tablet. You've got your power button as well as your volume rocker and then your orientation lock. Also at the top of the tablet, I say top, this is when it's in portrait mode, besides the Google branding, you have your lock for removing the back plate. So basically, guys, you're looking at a Honeycomb tablet that is really smooth, at least in my initial experience with it. Weight distribution is pretty good, because even though this is 1.6 pounds, it does feel pretty light, and maybe that's just because of how thick it is. The back of the tablet does feel a little bit hollow in certain points. Build quality could have been better, but really that's a minor critique right now, because again, at its price point, it really is, in my opinion, the most functional Honeycomb tablet, at least out of the box to my knowledge, that I've seen so far. I've read about various problems such as the sleep of death. I'll see if I experience those firsthand as I get to use the tablet more. Battery life is running around 6 hours. It's about to die now, but of course that's remedied by the fact that you are able to replace the battery. So if you pick up an extra battery from anywhere from $60 to $80, you can easily get 12 hours of use out of this tablet, which certainly beats the competition before having to plug it in. So really, Toshiba taking a different approach, again, going for functionality over design. Again, I'm not saying that I dislike the design here. Clearly, everybody would like a lighter, thinner device, but I think that the functionality that this product has out of the box really is its calling card, and as a result is going to define the market that's interested in it. So someone looking to do more than simple consumption and really use their tablet without having to buy even a dock like the Transformer to give it keyboard functionality as well as the SD card reader and doubling up that battery life, you could clearly spend less money here, get everything you really need out of the box, and then just pick up an additional battery. They also have, a variety of different cases, as you can see, in different colors, as well as there's the HDMI dock. So, a lot of different options, but really like what I see so far. Wish the build quality was up to par with the Zoom, but that is asking a lot. And not sure how I feel about these LED indicators, since, one on the Zoom just for notifications is fine, but I'm finding it a little bit annoying. Not going to include this since the battery's blinking right now and they generally don't blink, but again, they just kind of lead your eye away from the screen. But on the whole, I really like what I see here. And again, Toshiba just really differentiating themselves from the rest of the market by saying we're going to make something that proves a tablet is more than just a toy. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to post them. And of course, as usual, please feel free to subscribe. Later.